Hi, and welcome to the Yarn Habit Geek podcast. My name is Laura. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Ravelry as Yarn Habit Geek. There is also a Ravelry group for the podcast where you can find the show notes and take part in any of the upcoming cals or giveaways that I have coming up next year. And let's get started with this week's episode, shall we? Alright. Whips of the week. I actually have only 3 whips this week because I finished 3 finished objects this week, so yay! Alright, so first off, it's gonna get the amigurumi section out of the way. And I only worked, well, the only one still being worked on right now is Pennywise. So I finished the legs of the outfit for Pennywise. And I'm currently working on one of the sleeves for Pennywise. And the only reason I'm working on the striped sleeves right now is because these yarns are going to be used later in my 13th Doctor Scarf. So yay for that. So hopefully I can have most of Pennywise done before next week's episode, which is going to be a bit of a Christmas and New Year's because it's taking place between Christmas and New Year's. So there's that. And now let's get going to the next whip, which I haven't worked on in a while. I decided to pick it up last night. And that is the Nakia. It's Nakia's Infinity Scarf. And I left off just starting the cables. But now I have more cables done. Hopefully I will have enough of this color yarn to finish this section, because it's the only section left for this color. So hopefully can get more done on that during the week. And last up is something, well, I just started it last night and it's like halfway done. I technically made these last year for Christmas, and they are my little Christmas stockings, which the set I made are now hanging up on the tree because I made the stockings exclusively for the cats. Well, why am I making another stocking? Well, I'm actually going to be selling these mini stockings next year for Christmas. So there's going to soon be an Etsy store or where I'm going to be selling just Christmas stuff. It's mainly more for the cat, it's more cat stuff that I'm going to be selling, but it's knitted cat stuff. Or you could use the stockings for the dog, but I'm mainly a cat themed person, and I'm probably going to make more of those hearts I made last year for a project I did. Well, it wasn't a project. It was it was from one of my tutorial Tuesdays, which I haven't done in a long time, but I need to make a pattern. Sometimes I make a pattern, or I'm just going to show a stitch for that, but I may or may not bring tutorial Tuesday back, but that's only a once a month thing. Alright, so that is it for whips of the week. Next up, finished objects. Alright, it's finished object time, and this week I have 3 finished objects to show. And first up, you could say it's Christmas themed, but it's also because it looks like gingerbread, and it is my Candy Witch fingerless gloves. I finally finish them. I want to finish these for fan days, but I'm glad I didn't, because I'm going to be using these for next year's fan days for what I am calling my gingerbread ball gown. So these are going to be the gloves. Basically, I'm designing the outfit based on these gloves. So for that, these are done. I'm going to be probably wearing them during Christmas because gingerbread, it's a little Christmassy. So yay, these are done. And next up is actually something I worked on after last week's episode, and obviously before this week's episode. And so I didn't post about it at all, but I am going to show it on this episode, and that is a bear coaster. Yeah, so this pattern is in the Faux Taxidermy Knits book that I saw on another channel. And I was like, that looks interesting. I need to get a copy, and I did. And this is one of, I think this might be the first and only pattern I finished from the book because it's small. Yeah, this is the only pattern I've finished from that book because I'm still working on the tiger carpet from that book as well, and I have not picked that up in a long time. But the reason I made this, it's basically a Christmas gift. I'm not gonna say who it is, but it's a bear. But they like bears, so, and coasters, so bear, coaster, so cute. Now, the book says to use felt, to glue circles of felt for the eyes and the nose. Well, I did my weird method, and that was I added those eyes and nose with fabric paint, which I always now have lying around because I find fabric paint's gonna get me some fine lines and help and do a little more painting that embroidery you can't do. So, well, I use fabric paint for some projects, like doing those little eyes, or doing some really weird lines and spirals like I did with a Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas. This is for her dress, but you can find the picture. I have the picture up in my Facebook in the Amigurumi album, and probably it was, well, I think it was one of the first pictures back in when I started the Instagram account as well. So this is done. This was just a short project I wanted to make for Christmas. And last up, I really just wanted to finish him before before Christmas as well, and I've made this one before, so he was quicker for me to make, but I did a little bit of improvement from the last time I made him, and that is Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and onward, because if I was doing Freddy from the first Nightmare, these sleeves would be all red. But I like the uniform stripes on the sleeve that weirdly they match. They have weirdly lined up. Well, from where I am seeing it on the back here, the stripes are lined up on. So basically, what's new is I've done the legs better, or with the boots and all that. I've now, instead of that mouth I did last time with felt, I did an embroidery open mouth, and I added these ridges that do more of an angry look. Okay, and I use a better. Actually, I use. And for anyone wondering what yarn I use for the skin, it's called Patton's Denim in red denim. If memory serves me, I believe that yarn's been discontinued. If you can find it, that's awesome. But basically that is why I bought that yarn, because I'm going, that yarn looks like it'd be great for the Freddy skin, and it is. But probably the best improvement, the claws. The claws are the best improvement. And basically, I learned how to do the claws after I started doing doll repaints. So I'm watching a lot of doll repaint videos. So I have a whole bunch of epoxy clay here. So the claws got an upgrade. I'm loving it. I'm probably gonna do more photo shoots while I can. So yay for that. And actually, if I could finish my Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, because I haven't worked on her in ages. If I can finish her before Freddy goes to his new home, I'm going to. It's gonna be fun. Or I may end up making another Freddy just to put up online, but this Freddy has been spoken for. So yay. So I'm gonna end it on Freddy. Until I will see you all next week after Christmas, before New Year's. There's so stay safe and stay crafty, my friends.